Uh, Good day, sir. This is the Group 1. I'm together with Mr. Saludares and Mr. Magalaso. So together we are tasked to perform the following instructions given to us. So with member number 1 or the first member to analyze and discuss the given code, and member number 2 to actually create a program that is out of the requirements, and the member 3 to record and question each of the performed program. So, Mr. Saludares, you may proceed.
Thank you for that, Mr. Irie. For the problem one, I have to, where's the problem? I have to debug if there's an error encountered, then identify what game is trying to create using the Python, and discuss the purpose of the code. So, start, I have here Jupyter Notebook. Is my screen visible, guys? Anyways,
Yes, Mr.
thank you. So, this is the that is given. For the first input, we have here the board. I have copied the code already. So this is the code. So this line of code is the clear output, which is the function clear output, and it only works on Jupyter. From IPython that display import clear output. So for this line of code, the display board function is the main board of the game. So which is the tic-tac-toe. Just based on the board, we can already identify what game this is trying to pose. So let's try the board for the input 2. This is a test board. Okay. So we have here and a test board list. We have 10 and So to try this one, the first in the list will be ignored since we have 10 here and 9 aces in the board. For the first, predict that also this one will be go here, the first board, the X, and the second space in the board will be the O. This one, this is what I mean. So for the next line of code, we have here the player input function. Player input function. So this will serve as the input or the marker of the game. So this is the marker. We have here the variable marker, which is blank. Then while not, we have here a while situation. If um the marker inputs the it inputs that it will prompt it will prompt Ignacio for the player to choose which um position he wants to be, if he wants to be first as an X or O. And this function will ignore the case and auto uppercase whether it's in load if else return. Okay. So let's try this one. Let's try to call the player in. So this is what we going to prompt. So X, then X or O. Okay. So this is still unfinished. So this will be a big part later for our introduction. For our game. So let's proceed to the next, the place marker function. So this is the place marker where um the place marker has three parameters rather. The board, the marker, and then the position. So the board is the board that we created. The that's created, and the marker is this one. Then the position is where to put the marker, or the position is where the player choose from 1 to 9. Okay. So for the next function, we have here the wait. Let's try to I know first. Let's try to demonstrate this first. So this is the main purpose of this one. So place marker. Then we're going to call the board. Then this one is the marker. Then this one is the position. So as we expect, we have here the cube at the board line. The cube. So if we want to try again, we want to put the cube here. We have to change the position into 2. Then call the same. Okay. So for the next functions, we have here the win check. The so this function is the one who's responsible for the checking of the win. If someone already win, it's okay. So we have here the line of board for the board checker across the top, across the middle, across the bottom, down the middle, um, the tapos down to the right side, then diagonal, diagonal. Okay, so let's check if let's try to check this. Let's call the win check, then win check, then let's check this one if someone win already. That's the one. So if we put X here, so this one, the X already won here because it crosses diagonally. X crosses diagonally, so this should say true. Wait. That's for so the output of this one should say true since the X already won diagonally here in our test board. Okay. So what if we try to put O instead of X? So the output should say false. I'm sorry. The output should say false. I. Oh. The output should say false. Okay, so it's correct. Based on our test board, we have here the O meet any didn't form any 3 consecutive in order to win. Okay, so for the next, here we have the built-in randomizer of the Python, the import function, and the random function, where the system or the game will choose whether for the first player and the second player. So this is a built-in function. This random the built-in function in Python. Okay, so for the next, we have here the space check function. Okay, so space check function. We have here 2 parameters, the board and the position. Then it will return the position. It will return into blank. So the purpose of this function is to check whether the position on the board is still available or if there's something if it is marked already. Then for the next, we have here the full board check. Wait. So the function of this one is to check the board if it is already full or if the game is already ended. Okay. So the full board check is the one who's responsible to check if there is no available spaces in the board. So for I, we have here the loop, the I in range 1 to 10. Then if the space checkboard, this one, wait a minute. Okay, so the line here iterates from through 1 to 9, since we have here 1 to 10. So in the context that so since we have ignored the zero is ignored, so it will check from 1 to 9. So if the spaces in the I, so the board, then position 1 to 9, it will return to false. So the game will end if the game will start or end if the board is full. Then it will continue to true. If the it will continue to say false rather. It will continue to say false if the board is still available. Then if the board is and then if the board is full already, it will turn to true. Right. Okay. So for the next function, we have here the player choice. Player choice. Okay, so this is the function where the player chooses the 1 to 9 position, or they want to put their this line of code where the okay a function if they want to play again or no. So if the input must be ano, must be I mean wait um this will input the prompt this will input the prompt the player if they want to play again. So enter yes or no. And then the convert, also this one will convert their answer to yes or into lowercase. Then when y uh, the input of the player starts with y, then the result um then they call this one. Then the function will return into true. Okay, so for the next function, we have the main game loop or the main game. Okay, so this one. So the game started already. So this is the main game. And to break it down, um, this resets the board. So so the board initializes 10 list. So it started with 0, but we'll ignore the 0 since we have 9 board spaces in the board. So this calls the player input, choose whether the player 1 marker or player 2. So who will go first? So while the game is on, so let's say it says true. So while the game is on, if the player 1, if it's player's 1 turn, then it functions the board for that and white choose. Then it will check the board if this one is the one. If the game is win already, if the player one is had won already, it will say congratulations, you won the game. Then the game on will turn to false. It means that the game ended already. So else, then the player two's turn. Yeah, it's the player two's turn. So it will do the same with the player one. Then if the player two if the player two had won already, it will say the player two has won. Then else if then the game is draw if both of them had won. Then it will turn so the turn will turn back to player one. Then it will turn. So to start out, this is the game. So do you want to be X or no? So I want to try the X here. So I want to put my turn for this one. So I will put one in. So future 0. Otherwise, I have to be specific with the number I want to choose. So the next one should put O. So this is the player two's turn. So the player two will choose what position will he pick from 2 to 9 since one is already marked. So if the player 2 accidentally put 1 again, so it will reprompt again the question since it is already marked. So the player 2 must choose from 2 to 9. So let's put here 2. The- So the player 2 chooses to put smart here. Okay. So for the next, we have P, the player wants again the X to choose the position. So put here 5, then 4. Wait. My Thompson. Then we have here the I wait. Let me remove the test mode first. Wait. Alright, guys. Again, so this I want this part is where I choose if I want to bend X on O. So so this is the player one. I want to choose an X. Wait a minute. Why? Why guys? Dami. Wait. Let me try it. But guys. I have to start again. I want to make an if I want to buy an X or no. Then I will choose the first one. Huh, did they choose X? Wait. Hmm, okay. So I picked 0, O. So I want to put the O here in the 5 in my next turn. So after I put the O here, the game should say you won. Aish, 9 rather. 9. So it says that the player 2 has won since it crosses diagonally here. So that's for my presentation, everyone. Thank you. Proceed with the problem number 2, Sir John Ray.
Mr. Saladares, question for you. Um, what game do you think is the program trying to recreate?
Can you please repeat question, Mr. Eric?
So what game do you think is the program trying to recreate?
What game?
Yes, what game?
Tic-tac-toe game.
So okay, so can you apply those functions to other games, or can we create another games using the same principles that you've used?
Can you please repeat the question? Thank
So
you.
pwede ba natin gamitin yung mga functions na ginamit mo to other games? Kaya ba nating maglikha ng other games besides tic-tac-toe?
Can
Using
you please,
using that same functions that you've used, kaya ba nating makakreate ng other games besides tic-tac-toe?
using the same functions?
Yes.
Um, Wait, let me check the functions first. So, um, using the same, using the same functions, we can still create another game just based on the tic-tac-toe. Games that is, based on the tic-tac-toe game. We can still change the X and O. We can create a new game based on the functions.
So thank you, Mr. Saldares. So Mr. Magalaso, you may proceed with your program.
Visible ba sa inyo? Yung kwan?
Yes, Mr. Saldares. Mr. Magalaso.
Okay, so first, let's open the Jupyter Notebook. So let's create a new files. So, itong program na gagawin ko is guessing game. So, yung player mag-guess kung ano yung number na generated sa system. Yun. Let's wait. Loading. So, una, i-import import ko yung random. This function is built-in na siya sa Python. Magagamit to is to use for generating numbers. Then let's call the random. And then So sa loob ng parenthesis, lalagay mo yung gusto mong i-guess ng number. So yung akin is 100. So bawal siyang lumagpas sa 101. So 100 lang talaga. And then let's create a variable na ipapasok natin yung random itong function na to. Papasok natin dito para madali na lang natin tawagin. Another pangalanan na sa loob nito, another variable for an input. So lalagay ko na prompt is yes. So since 1 to 100, yan din nalalagay natin para malaman natin kung saan yung limit. Yan. Then next is yung looping, na if mali yung na-enter ng user, so iloloop niya ulit para mag-enter ng guess number. Okay. So this not is another operator. This used to negate the condition, and is tatawagin natin yung guess. So is digit. Itong is digit na to is used for so yung user dapat number lang yung i-enter niya, hindi pwede another character. Kaya ganun. So and for another condition, then 1 less than or equals guess, and then less than or equals 100. And then itong guess i-convert natin into integer para accepted siya. Then sa loob ng while loop, dito natin ilalagay kung yung prompt na invalid. Valid input.
Mr. Magal, so I think nag-lag yung screen mo.
So enter between.
Mr. Magal, so I think naglalag yung screen mo.
Ano?
Naglalag yung screen mo. Di makita yung input mo. Try mo share screen ulit.
Kita ba yung screen ko? Loading ata dito.
Try Try mo mag-share screen ulit.
Yan na yan.
Try mo mag-share screen ulit. Di makita yung input mo.
Ulit nga, hindi ko rinig.
Try mo mag-share screen ulit. Di makita yung input mo. Mr. Magalso, try mo mag-share screen ulit.
Oh, i-continue ko na ba?
Di pa visible yung screen mo.
Wait.
Mo daw mag-share screen ulit, Mr. John Ray.
Stop ko muna. Wait. Restart ko lang ulit. Kanina pa ba to? Signal ata ko din.
Okay na.
So yan, okay na? So, gonna continue. So, ito yung prompt na kung yung user is invalid yung nilagay. Yan. Kapag invalid naman, i-loop niya at tatanungin ulit na i-guess to yung prompt na to. Copy lang natin yun. And then, i-return natin yung guess. Pabalik sa yung function na to. Guess. Then, ito, i-convert natin to integer. So, let's try to run if gagana ba siya. So, let's call the function player and run. Wait. Kulang ng R. Sorry. So, let's try to run again. So, yan. Tatanong kung try natin is 101. So, yan, invalid. So, uulitin niya yung ito. Ulitin niya. Then, try natin yung 20. So, yan, lalabas na yung out. Then, next one is another function for a hint. Yung natin is give hint. Then, sa loob ng function or dito sa parameter na to is ilalagay ko yung num. And guess. So, sa loob na ito is use natin is if else statement. Guess. Then print and higher. And LF. Guess is, si guess ba is greater than num. Itong num is, ito yung generated na number na ilagay natin kanina. Ito lang pala. And then, prompt niya if this condition is true, the print niya is lower. Then next is, wait, baba lang natin ang counter. Else, if itong dalawang condition na to hindi na met, so ito yung ipiprint. So instead na print, return ang gagamitin ko. So i-return itong value na to. So magagamit natin yan in the next function. So yan. So gawa tayo ng another function for a game. So dito natin input lahat ng mga rules. So name ng function is play game. And sa loob nito is lalagay yung attempts, kung ilang attempt. So yung requirements is 3 lang dapat. Dapat equals in. So 3. Then lalagyan ko ng prompt na yung rule, itong prompt na to is in. So yun.
Wala si John Ray. Tapos na ako.
Okay. So gagawa ko ng for loop. First, create ako ng variable name attempt and in range. So yung range niya, then sa loob na ito is and 1 attempts. So mga times uulitin niya. And increment 1. Yan. So sa loob ng for loop is lalagay mo yung guess. So itong guess, another variable naman to. So, sa loob niyan is dyan yung player na function. And another variable na hint. So, copy lang natin daw. So, sa loob nun, ito yung function. So, yung guess. Then, so, ang for loop is meron ding if else statement. So, yung hint ito. And equals pa siya sa correct. So, itong correct is ito yan na kuha. If yung user is correct, tama yung guess niya. So, magpo-prompt ito nasa loob ng if statement. Let's try green. So, ang gagamitin ko yung string method para madaling basahin. Congratulations. Yung guess. Yes, secret number. Yan sa loob niyan ng curly braces. Lalagay mo yung num na variable name. Next time. Num another ano pala temps. So ito yung magpo-prompt if correct yung guess ng player. And if hindi naman, lalagay natin else. Ito yung mag-display sa interface. You have attempts temp minus attempt. So ayan. The next is to print another prompt na if gamit mo na lahat ng attempt, so ito yung lalabas. Ano is yan yung num, kung ilan yung natira mong attempts. So, i-display rin yan. Then, so ito is hindi siya mag-loop kasi nasa labas. So, then, sa labas niyan is nagawa ta ng code ng maglo-loop kung yung player gusto pang maglaro or hindi na. So, ayan. Papasok natin yung play game na function. Then, lalagay na natin yung prompt. Play again. Input. Yung play. Okay. Yes. So, yan. Then, kung ano to, lower. Ang method na lower. So, itong lower is co-convert niya yung response ng player. So, example, yung na-enter ng player is big letter lahat ng yes. I-accept pa rin yun. Then, another if-else statement. So, not equal. Yes. So, sa loob ng condition na to is i-print niya if yung user hindi na gustong maglaro, itong lalabas. Ito yung ipiprint. Then, magbe-break na. So, dito na magsa-stop yung loop ng while loop. So, try natin meron. So, yan. Hihingi ng yung guess. So, try natin 101. So, yan, invalid. Try natin 20. So, yan. Error. So, may problem sa guess. Guess. Sakto naman guess. Natin ulit. Then, so, ayan, mag-prompt kung higher ba or lower. Ayan. Try natin 20. Sabi, higher pa daw. Natin 50. So, lower. So, yan, naubos na yung attempt. O, magpo-prompt na yung sorry, you have used all your attempts. So, ang secret number is 38. So, hindi na-guess. And then, magtatanong kung magpapatuloy pa ba. So, try ko yes. So, try natin i-guess yung 38. So yan, kapag nag-guess mo ng tama, itong lalabas. So congratulations, you have the guess the secret number in one attempt only. Yan. Naglulok pa. Yan, nag-continue pa rin. Wait. Break. Yes. Yan sa loob ng one is yes. Give hint. Yes, anak. Yes. Yes pala ito. Run ulit. Wait. I-restart kernel ko muna. Twenty. Nine. 30. If no naman is natin no. So yan, mag-stop na yung game. How man rate
Are you done, Mr. Mangalusog?
basta pagkalit ako
So that concludes our TPO 3. Sir Broa, thank you for listening and have a great day.